The Furious Ripper is pretty OP with Sentinel and Rooted. Furious Ripper. Is that just a random legendary? I mean, the Ripper from Far Harbor that does like stun on hit is super fucking OP. The Gatling mini nuke launcher. You know, we're having this discussion about weapons that are OP, and now we're into the land of modded weapons, but really it's just a question of what what your build is before it's really about the weapon. The only exception to those, to the can we make this weapon work argument, is the syringe rifle doesn't benefit from really any perks, except for awareness level 2 and sniper level 3, and that only increases the damage of the dart itself, which only does like 1 damage or 2 damage or something like that. So that's not helpful. And the junk jet, which even with Heavy Gunner 5, you'd still do more damage faster if you just fucking whacked people to death with it. It's such a piece of shit weapon, it makes me sick. I actually love the syringe rifle in comparison to the junk jet. The junk jet is a tremendous waste of goddamn time. Yeah, the harvester is fun. Yeah, I know what the Furious does, but with anything that has a very fast attack speed, like the Ripper, I can see that being just, like, way broken. I know that you can essentially generate the same exact effect by using a wounding affixed automatic gun. A wounding Ripper would do the same thing as well, but the automatic gun will do wounding damage, but it won't, the bleeding or whatever will just pass through over and over and over again. You don't need to worry for a second about how much ammo or how much armor the bad guy has, because it won't make any difference to a wounding weapon. There's no such thing as bleeding damage reduction. So even if the Furious Ripper takes 10 seconds before it does so much damage, before it's exponentially or maybe just geometrically grown to the point where it does that much damage and just drops shit, the wounding one will not only continue to damage them after you stop firing, but it will also penetrate through any and all armor, so that it does exactly the same amount of damage to a rad roach as it does to a mutant overlord or whatever. Fucking legendary bullshit. Do not poison me. I hate that shit. Auto stim? That would be totally weak in survival. You'd be constantly thirsty. That marketing imagery of the junk jet shooting flaming teddy bears. Would it have fucking killed them to ramp up the damage on that thing a bit? A fucking bit? I would have been okay with like a, I don't know, with like a perk that all it does is increase the damage of the junk jet. If that was all it did and it made the junk jet do as much damage as like the broadsider, I'd be like, fuck yeah. But no. Yeah, and also that's another thing, is the wounding shots, instead of it being like poison where every time you shoot somebody it resets the 10-second counter of damage, it just adds up 10 seconds worth of damage over and over and over again. Alright, that fence is there for a reason. And the reason is that I went too goddamn far again, so. The syringe rifle is trash. Well, I agree that I dislike the syringe rifle greatly. But the syringe rifle does have the bleed out syringes, which, as we've just discussed, there's no damage resistance for that bleeding damage. And they're super easy to make. The hardest ingredient for that particular item is a fiberglass. So you gather up some Abraxo cleaner here and there. Oh, that's as far as I can go. I fucked it up again. gather up some Abraxo cleaner, you know, some rat poison. I don't know what else fiberglass is in, but yeah, you gather up a little bit of that shit here and there, and before you know it, you're looking down the barrel of a gun that can really fuck shit up. It just requires not getting caught. And I mean, I think it's silent by default. But one of the characters that I need to test, one of the builds that I need to test, is the Sheriff's Secret Police from Night Vale, and they use a blow dart as their primary weapon. You know? So in order to... Fuck, you know what I need to do? I just need to put giant lit up shit on my settlements so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, telephones have fiberglass too. Thank you, Dave. Auto stim is a trash legendary effect. At least it's not fucking talking to you as it's trying to tell you that you're being healed. That right there drives me fucking nuts. The medical power armor from Fallout 3, or the Exo 1 stealth suit that fucking talked at you the entire time. That was like the opposite of what I wanted to see. Here we go, it's right here. Pre-war money is useless. Even if the junk jet was a bit more powerful than normal playthrough with challenge runs aside, it's still kind of bad. Yep, you're absolutely right, Almighty Blight. Pre-war money is the best ammunition for it. Did I already kill these red roaches? Interesting. Because it doesn't have any weight. I think it doesn't even have any weight in survival. And I think that may also be the case with pencils. Get up, you bastard. You better not tell me that I didn't do your job yet. I know Preston didn't give me 10 pints of bluff because he had to have for me to be able to talk to him and have him...
Trouble, I hope. Easy living, this ain't. If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
We must have not killed whatever the raider is that this guy wanted me to do.
Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Yeah. It's obviously not Walden Pond. It's this radiant bullshit that's different every time that really fucks up this build. This is one of the only times where I really don't know what the fuck he wants. But there's only 2 fucking things that he could want me to do, and one of them we've already done. So, even though we may have absolutely been certain that we did Corvega, it only has 2 things that guy ever asked you to do. Corvega, and possibly, possibly Walden's Pond. Usually if you've already done Corvega. Modest Tomato, thank you for that follow. Welcome to stream. How you doing, man? The worst legendary effect is cryogenic. I don't know about that. The worst legendary effect is Junkies. Junkies is... fuck. I mean... goddamn. Right? Yeah. Junkies is straight shit. Oh, man. It's really, really bad. A Junkies run, a Junkies, like, build would be kind of... awful. The wiki says you can also be assigned to Overland Station with the first step. If you build a round Junkie, you can get over 150% damage boost. Yeah, but I mean, you can build around fucking anything. You could have a bunch of cryogenic pieces of armor, and then just have like your character's whatever your character's shtick is that they go in and just take like melee damage with like no chance of dying from it because they have high endurance and solar power and you know, ballistic weave with fully maxed out bullshit on top of that, and you just freeze everything around you, and then you beat them to death with your Sentinel's bat or whatever. Good to see that I survived the tornado. I don't know what tornado you mean, but I'm glad to see that I survived the tornado too. The overall reduction to your stats while not on the drug is fucking terrible. You can also use all the drugs with no regrets. Yeah, I mean, you could just take all the stat whatever hits, and then just build Junkie to do as much damage as possible with the Junkie's weapon. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I personally don't like it very much. Oh, it's a Doge. The Cryo Flamer. I think I've actually gotten one of those during a challenge of some kind. And I was just like, alright, whatever you say, man. I mean, the Cryolator is actually a pretty genius weapon. It just doesn't have the ammunition to use as a main. Which, if the weapon's not going to be your main weapon, it better not weigh very much. And the Cryolator weighs a goddamn jillion pounds. There's a tornado in Ogden today? Oh, damn. The Cryolator is not useless. It's just not good for really anything. It's good for some things, just not really much of anything. The Cryolator's most effective use that I've seen so far was when we did the no-kill run with Bernie Sanders, and we pickpocketed the Cryolator and a cryo cell onto one of the synths that was with him after he was pacified and ready to be incited. So that synth with the Cryolator that was fully upgraded, which doesn't take any perks, by the way. The Cryolator doesn't require science or gun nut to upgrade fully. The Cryolator in the hands of a character that doesn't use ammunition, like a non-companion companion or a synth that you've just pacified and incited, will have no problem killing anything. Another good example is you can fully upgrade the Cryolator and then put it on Preston Garvey if you're playing for the Miniman, but don't have him as your companion. Then you've got a Preston Garvey that's using a weapon that, when it's fully upgraded, will annihilate a Mirelurk Queen in like no time at all. But it will also absolutely trash it'll absolutely trash in the Institute. When you go into the Institute and he's using the Cryolator, especially if you've upgraded it to use the little snowball bullshit or whatever, it will like stun lock shit to death. It's really crazily broken. How the hell did I do a no-kill run? Whoa, mommy, why don't you type !YouTube into the channel and go to the YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel, you can go to my playlists and see all of the playthroughs that we've done for Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, with the exception of the one that's uploading right now, which is a no weapons, no fists, no companions run. But that's not a no-kill run, because the guy still manages to kill stuff all the time. He just can't have a weapon item or punch stuff or have a companion. Now, you know, the more that I think about it, the more I think we did this as well. Well, thanks, the Spankster. I appreciate that. Yeah, I keep applying for partnership, but they keep denying me. Preston is a solid companion perk. It's not too bad. Oh, Mommy, thank you for that follow. I don't know if you prefer just being called Mommy or Mommy, but Mommy Nizu Bashiri is a little bit too much for me. Heavy gunner build, use the Cryolator, kill anything in less than 5 seconds. Mirelurk Queens, Mythic Death Claws, yeah. The Cryolator is way strong. Super fucking duper strong. But the yeah, we've definitely done this already. See the doors open. But that was a pretty cool double headshot thing right there. Pretty big fan. Momeezy. Okay, I'll try to keep that in mind. Oh. Oh, he moved like a bit. That was pretty weird. Yeah, I don't see a lot of streams that are partnered that I'm like, wow, this is awesome content. Most of the time, the people are just like, yeah, we play a bit. Not Momeezy. I will try my best to remember that. Oh, this guy's going down. There he goes. What the hell? Oh, this is so fucking weird right now. Start playing Hearthstone or fucking League. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not competitive enough to play those games. There's too much stress. Look at what I'm doing right now. I get killed and lose an hour of stream time. It doesn't bother me. If I play a game of StarCraft 2 and it takes an hour and I lose, I want to kick fuck the monitor to death. I don't know what it is. What's different about those two things, but fuck, shit. Alright, now wait a second. Okay, this is College Square. I bet there's a frag mine or two around here. Yeah, there's one. Good God, there's a lot of ghouls around here, though. Let's give ourselves a little adventure. Let's see if any of these 5% shots are gonna make it. I'm thinking no. Eh, whatever. Are you shuffling and jiving, friend? God damn. Anybody else? I wish you get experience for that. I don't know why you don't. Because with this I can try again. Ouch. Shit eater. Oh, god damn. Yikes. Anybody else want a piece of this shit? God damn, they scramble like motherfuckers, don't they? Oh, that's not a zombie. Okay, sorry. Ghoul, whatever, however you want to put it. Yeah, that VATS was fucking garbage. Oh, the one where I shot the dude's head off? Yeah, that was a solid VATS. See, there's his head right there. Eat it! You see the blood came out of this one all the way over here. It's kind of interesting, man. If only Exterminator included ferals. Nah, it doesn't matter. We're not exactly running out of ammunition or anything. Now, I don't think we even did the Brotherhood thing with this guy, did we? Oh, no, we did. I just didn't follow up on it. Yeah, I mean, we can eat the shit out of these guys, but in the end, I mean, I don't really know what the point would be. I'm pretty sure we're full. How many times have I tried to disable a landmine for it not to be, or not to work or to be underground and kill me? Well, I very nearly killed myself with one of them not that long ago. And I think everybody knows about that one. But yeah, there's a couple on a bridge here and there or whatever that are like... Yeah, they're like, whatever, slightly clipped into the surface of the ground, and so it's just basically a shit fuck waiting to happen. Oh god. There's another guy over here. Starting to sense my shit. I'm hearing little fucking jingle jangles of these dudes everywhere, but come to go binge and judge all my decisions. I think the thing that you'll be able to judge me for the worst. Wait, who the fuck are these dudes?
Come back here, damn it! Found you.
What the hell?
Should have just run.
Why are these scavengers here? Or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Momizi, that's what they call me on the streams, Klee. It has to do with my real name and it being mistyped one time, a long time ago. Yep. Okay, so we're thinking that we need to go to Oberland, huh? Railroad agents? I don't know. They didn't look like railroad agents. They looked more like Minutemen to me, but I don't think I'm far enough along for them to just show up. Oh, goddamn. You know, I might go long tonight, but if that's the case, I might need to take a small break here. Yeah, I agree. It is a bit of a rough time for me these days. I think Preddy Klee is no longer on here. I'm not sure why, though. The evolution of the camera slowly moving around the stream. Yeah, it used to be all the way on the... used to be all the way on the left. Sorry, I'm auto-walking, so... kind of don't really know where I'm going, but my cat is over here, so I'm petting her. Get up in there. Let's change the camera so that the cat can be on the stream here. Let's see. Oberland is over here. Chef Klee is there, apparently, still. The democracy. Jesus Christ. P40, I take it back. You're too old school. You're showing everybody all that shit I wanted to disappear with time. Commands, Bay 2.0. I'm really confused that I'm having to go to fucking Oberland Station. Like, I'm more than a little bit upset about that. These are raider bitches. The 10 milli. It kills people just as good as any other milli. Know what I mean? That guy struggled to shoot at me because he had his... he had both his brass knuckles on. Oh, pool cue. He had a Molotov. That could have gone very poorly for me. I'm glad he didn't get a chance to fucking swing that thing at me. Azura, what do you think today? You think I ought to take a break? E-Tech sent me a link to a video that he was like, you should put this on if you take a break anytime soon. But I don't know. How did I manage to equip the exterminator if I can't use the Pip-Boy? That is a great question. And it's something that I didn't even know I was going to be able to do until we got into the point to do it. But basically, this is how it works. If you have a 10mm pistol automatically equipped, which you do, if you go through the vault and you pick that up, well, second. If you pick the security baton up second, then it's automatically equipped. But either way, with the security baton and the 10mm pistol, it automatically sets a hotkey for you. And they are, I think, just 1 and 2. But what happens is every time you find a legendary 10mm pistol, or well, every time you find a 10mm pistol beyond that one, it doesn't matter which one you have. It will be a hotkey for like all of them. So if you have like a 10mm pistol and you mod it out, it doesn't matter. The game still considers it to be one of the 10mm pistols. It might be the one you have equipped, but it's still in the hotkeys like thought process with the rest of the 10mm pistols. So if you get a legendary 10mm pistol and you put all the other 10mm pistols into a container like this, then your last 10mm pistol, your legendary 10mm pistol, will be hotkeyed. And you can then equip it and unequip it. Furthermore, well, I guess you can equip it, but you can't unequip it. You can switch back and forth between the security baton if you happen to have the security baton as well. I didn't feel like it was a good use of my time to either focus on or even have as a backup the security baton. This thing works just fine. Now from here, I gotta follow some train tracks to Overland. These train tracks, as a matter of fact. Alright, well, I guess I'm not as good at this gun as I thought I was. Got the mini noob by the Sanctuary bot. Yeah, so you can modify your weapon using the workbench. And you can get the exterminator's shit because I found an exterminator's pistol and I just switched them out. The one thing that I can't do, that I don't know if I can do, is, I don't know if I can, well, no, I can't remember what I was going to say. I guess I don't remember what I can't do. That's a great attitude to have. But I'm sure you could do it with a security baton as well. But I haven't gotten any legendary 10mm pistols that's like universal. Exterminators is great. There's nothing wrong with exterminators because you come across bugs a fucking ton, especially early game. You can really use your help.
Hey there.
You've got to help. My sister's been kidnapped.
It's okay.
They said they'd be back.
Here's the ransom. Pay them when they come back.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I can swap out for the deliverer because I'm pretty sure it's not a 10mm pistol. We could try it, but it would be nice if I didn't. I guess I can use their bed. Does that mean I can use their workshop now? Okay. Oh, there's her sister right there. Well, there you go. Hope you're happy. Is the deliverer treated as a normal 10mm pistol? No, I don't think it is. I think its uniqueness makes it so they can't switch it out. But yeah, this is supposed to be Rodney Dangerfield, Urban Alchemist. I don't know if I made that perfectly clear. Yeah, stim packs are hotkeyed, but every time I use a stim pack, you gotta understand that it gives you thirst. Like massive thirst. So, you know, whatever. That shit happens. Wait, why are you both leaving? You're on food, dude. Whatever, man. What's the best gun to use for commando builds? The kiloton radium rifle. Yeah. So I would have told you before Far Harbor came out that it was the spray and pray. But the kiloton radium rifle has essentially the same exact properties as the spray and pray, except instead of focusing on Mr. Sandman, which would increase the damage from its base rifleness because the spray and pray starts with a silencer, you could instead increase the damage with it. Wait a second, this is Grey Garden. We haven't even talked to these people yet. You can instead increase the damage of the radiation that comes off the kiloton radium rifle by taking Nuclear Physicist. Either way, you can do a lot of damage. But what you want to do, Momizi, is you'll want to take
pretty ingenious.
You want to
You
take the Commando's perks, but you'll also want to take Demolition Expert and
Obviously,
Nuclear
the man was
Physicist 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
Because Demolition Expert will increase the
Well, it's
damage that comes
definitely
off of the explosive effects. It will increase it from 15 to 30 when you have all 4 perks. And that doesn't seem like a lot of damage, 15 extra damage. But explosive damage does
Alright.
damage to everything in its radius. So on a single person, like this, it would do that damage to the torso, the left eye, the mid eye, the right eye, the combat inhibitor, the right arm, the left arm, the mid arm, and the thruster. All of those things in the radius of the explosion would take that 30 damage. Compensating for damage resistance. So, explosive damage does a fucking ton of damage. Way more damage than it should. And with something that does an automatic fire rate, like an explosive minigun, or an explosive, I don't know, submachine gun, or the radium rifle, and the fact that they have pretty common ammunition to go along with all that crazy shit, makes it so that if you're using power armor and you're using the Kiloton radium rifle and you focused on survival first and damage second, you will never have a problem with this game. You can put a suppressor on radium rifles. Well, that is interesting, Dave Keane. Thank you for that. So you could essentially modify the damage that comes off of that gun in 2, 3, 4 ways, I guess. From Mr. Sandman, from Demolition Expert, from Nuclear Physicist, and from Commando. Yeah.